I've tried to record this video like 4 times and I keep fucking up what I'm saying. So if I fuck up, I'm not stopping the recording and we're just gonna pretend that mess up didn't happen, alright? So let's get started. So, whenever you draw and you want to show your art publicly to anyone, whether it be online or in person or anything like that, the person viewing your art is obviously going to have some sort of opinion on it, whether it's good or bad, is always going to be up to them. How they convey that, however, is what really matters. I mean, if they say something good about your art, then that's fine. End conversation, say thank you, move on with your life. But in today's video, I want to talk more about the quote unquote negative things a viewer may have to say about your art and how conveying that matters. I'll first start off by saying that whenever you post your art to the internet, you're bound to get all kinds of feedback, regardless of if you ask for it or not. I've seen a lot of artists, have in their um, art posts, no criticism, please, but there's always going to be that one person who just criticizes it anyways, because they don't give a shit. So I'm going to be taking a deeper look into that kind of criticism. And I'm breaking it into two major categories, which is probably the title of the video, which is blind hating versus actual criticism. The difference between these two is completely just night and day shit. Even if they try to convey a somewhat like similar message, those two things, blind hating, criticism, are very different, and it can easily make or break a spirit of a artist, or motivate them or demotivate them. It could pretty much be like the leading factor in if they want to continue art, depending on how long they've been drawing and what their confidence level as an artist is. So I'll first start off by talking about blind hating. Blind hate, in my opinion is when you see something you don't like about an artist, and in response you reply with something like, man, this shit's garbage, bro, delete this video, now delete this shit, this shit's ass. Or if you want to get into specifics about why you don't like it, you would go, hey, you suck at drawing hands. Now, conveying your message like this is completely blind hate. You're just putting an artist down without actually trying to help them improve or show support. You're just being an asshole about it. Conveying your message like this is where it can hurt an artist's motivation to keep going, and will also lower their confidence and make them feel like they're trash at something they put their time and effort into. Now that last point is especially important because, again, you're putting your time and effort into something, and someone's coming up to you and going, hey, this is shit. It's gonna make you want to quit, because why am I putting my time and effort into this for something that's not going to be well received and make me feel like garbage for doing? Making them feel like they can't improve, and there will always be better artists out there, will just really shatter artists' motivation. And this, of course, obviously, is the worst possible way to give feedback to an artist. And I say an artist, but this applies to pretty much anything. This is the worst kind of feedback you could give in general. But I see this done a lot on social media because a lot of people oftentimes are a lot nicer in person from what I've noticed, but online, everyone's an asshole pretty much. Everyone has the confidence online to be an asshole, but they'll never say shit in person. I mean, that's just how it is. But yeah, I've noticed a lot of this kind of criticism is done online, and I've noticed it's especially done on beginner artists. Because obviously, a beginner artist isn't gonna know how to draw things like from nothing. They're gonna have to learn eventually, but they're a beginner just trying to post their artwork, trying to like get some love, get motivated to draw. But since they're not very good, because they don't know anything, because again, they're a beginner, people are gonna shit on them and be like, damn, you got no talent for this. Almost as if you're supposed to be perfect at everything you try the first time you try it. But social media thinks it's very funny to shit on newer, lesser experienced artists, and people will jump on the hate train if it appears to be the popular opinion in the comments. And that's another big major point about posting on social media that you have to be wary of. If you post a video and it blows up and you get 4 hate comments, 1 positive comment, the majority of people who view that video are going to see the negative comments and jump on the hate train, because that's how people on social media are. I notice this very frequently, and I also notice a lot of people point it out. They go, TikTok opinion, and I mean, they're not really wrong, because whatever the popular opinion is at the time is what people follow. Same goes for comments. Whatever the most popular opinion is in the comments, the majority will follow. Of course, there will be those outliers who do their own thing, like how you should be, but a lot of the times people follow the majority rule. So that's something that I wanted to, point out about social media. Social media is a very dangerous place if you want to start as a beginner artist. But of course, obviously, I'm not saying don't ever do it. I did it. Well, no, I didn't actually. Yes, I did. I did do it, and I got some hate, got some love, but it just all depends on how well you can receive it and understand that there's just assholes on social media who are gonna, blindly hate on you. And same goes for in person as well. Um, you kind of have to just realize that some people aren't very good at conveying things in a nice way, and that those kind of people aren't the ones you should be wasting your time showing your artwork on, because they're just going to bring you down instead of trying to help you and lift you up. And now that brings me to my next point, which is actual criticism. This is like taking what an artist does poorly in an artwork and actually helping them improve while also pointing out what they're doing right. And that last point is very important. Help pointing out what they do right. Because pointing out what someone does right while also helping them fix what they've done wrong, especially in art, is extremely helpful, because it doesn't just bring them down, it lifts them up and it keeps them steady. Okay? I suck at drawing full body, but I'm good at doing hair and eyes sometimes. And when others have seen my art, I've gotten told while my hair and eyes were done good, I could work on my proportions, but overall it was a good piece, but I just have some things to tweak. Now, not only did they point out what I did wrong, but they also pointed out what I did right to make me feel good. So it's like, make someone feel good and then help them along the way. Don't bring someone down and try and pull them back up. It can actually completely boost my motivation instead of completely draining it, because not only are you saying that I'm doing something good, so it's like, shit, maybe I'm not garbage, I can actually improve because I'm not garbage at it. I just got to work on this, but I'm already good at this, so that means I'm not trash. Um, Telling an artist they can do better and helping point out their mistakes is a very helpful correction, um, while also supporting them and making sure that they're, complimented on what they do right. Because a lot of times, confidence mainly is the issue with artists. So being able to tell them that they're doing something good in an art piece is very, very powerful. Yeah, giving those helpful correction tips is far better than just telling an artist, "Damn, your shit suck, bro," and just leaving without any sort of help and bringing them down. It's really accomplishing nothing but bringing that artist down. The way you convey how you feel about art is extremely important. But that's all I got for today's video. I'm gonna end this video right now. Goodbye.